Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game that I'm making. When we last left off, I kinda got thrown for a loop when I discovered that a particular thing I wanted to do was not actually gonna work out. But I figured it out. It's actually been a while since I've attempted this, so I couldn't figure it. I failed to remember initially the method that I needed in order for this to work the way I wanted. But there is in fact a way to do this. So what I need to do here is going to have to do a little bit of map editing here. And have event number 11. Actually, let's get that out of the way because event number 11 is going to be there. And oop, that was weird how it jumped down like that. And I need to kind of force the player to go in a certain direction here. So I need to go ahead and place some rocks like so. And I also want to have some ground there. Right here, in fact. And then I'm also gonna make some lava right here. So when the player gets up to this point, they'll see that space up there, and it's like, oh, surely there's a reason I'd want to go up there. And then that'll allow me to do a thing here. So first things first, this base, since it's not going to cause damage, there's ground there. Okay, so from here, the player will likely step down, and what I'm going to do is remove item. I'm going to remove the dragon scale twice. And the condition here will be if they no longer have the dragon scale, because removing the item from the inventory is not possible if it's equipped. Therefore, if the item is taken away from the inventory, that means they obviously didn't equip it, which means, hey, get back up there and equip it. So it gives it back to them. Although this might cause a bit of an issue in regards to duplicating the item, because what if they only equip one? Yeah, that's probably kind of a situation too. Yeah, that is a situation, isn't it? Because then they could get a whole bunch of them. Oh well. I really don't have the time to be kind of picky about this now. This is definitely embarrassing because I thought I knew how this worked and I was wrong, so we kind of had to waste a little bit of time trying to figure out how it worked. But at least now we can kind of proof of concept this now. I'm gonna have to also kind of fix that, aren't I? Okay, and we'll also kind of have to fix this, but just proof of concept, because we got the dragon scales, we step here, they're taken away, and it's like, hey, you should equip them. And so now we got two of them again, so let's go ahead and equip the one, equip the other. And now this works as intended. That is how we needed to get this to work. Well, I mean, it works intended aside from the fact that we had to get the camera back in place and also get the dragon on our team. Well, despite my blunder there, I still hope that you thought that was kind of interesting, me having to figure out how to do a little trick on camera, because that is in fact part of the RPG creation process. In fact, it's part of the gaming creation process as well. So let's go ahead and make sure that the rest of this works. So we'll have the screen go back to normal first off. And we'll also have the dragon join the team. Which option is this one? Add the dragon. And we don't want this triggering unless event switch 4 has been turned on. So now we have an event with two conditions. First, if there's no dragon scales, and also if switch 4 is on. So now this thing here should be working properly, entirely. So we're going to go ahead and kind of make sure of that. Boy, that's painful, isn't it? And so that sends us back. We can go ahead and equip one. Weird. Because I'm trying to equip two, since one was equipped, that means that doesn't trigger for the other one. Oh, well. We've been trying to figure this out for long enough. We can just go ahead and move on. That's strange. There shouldn't be encounters on this base. I'm pretty sure I didn't put encounters there, right? No, there's no encounters here. Why were there encounters here? That's weird. Is that a glitch? Because there totally shouldn't be encounters here, because I've got none set here. Well, huh. Let's just go ahead and move on. Sounds good to me, sounds good to you. So where do I want to go from here? I suppose there is a couple other things I want to kind of do here, but let's just kind of move on. Make some forward progression, and we'll do a little bit of backtracking to get things working eventually later. So what I'm going to want to do here... Actually, no, we don't want to move on yet. There's something else I want to do back in the town, which, by the way, we kind of need a different name for, don't we? Anybody got a suggestion for a different name? Well, there's nobody here to make suggestions besides Maddie, so I'll hold off on that. Maybe somebody will come up with a suggestion at YouTube or Twitter. One of those. For now, let's go ahead and change a little bit of a layout here. Not the layout, but we're going to make this building something we can actually go into. Because before I kind of didn't. Because it was just going to be a random building to demonstrate a building that you can't go into, but in actuality, I think I am going to put something there. So I need to go ahead and set this up just like the other building. And we're going to move this down a space here. We're going to go ahead and create a shop. That is what we're going to do. We're going to use one of the sample maps for this because there's one shop in particular that is kind of interesting. It's this one. So let me just double check here what the other options are, because I want one of the shops with a glass case. Okay, there is more than one shop here with a glass case. Which one is the smaller one? Okay, what's the difference between this big one and the other big one? The amount of entrances, I guess? Yeah, the amount of entrances. This only has 2 entrances and the other one had like 6. So here's one thing about sample maps, by the way, that's kind of a bummer. You cannot place objects in sample maps. So the map as it is right now, this is just how it has to be. Of course, we can put some events on the maps, and in fact that's what we're going to do. But first, I will go ahead and put some music here. Let's go ahead and have some shop music. Maybe this one? Yeah, we'll go with this one. Because shop music is kind of nice to have. Oh, not that one. We're going to go back to... Oh, we have to move the event data for the new dungeon as well. Inferno, that is. Okay, so from there, we need to make the entrance to the shop. Except in this case, it's not going to be from key A. And we're going to be using this door. Pretty sure. Hold on a sec, let me back up. That is the door I had selected. I got confused. This whole situation with the dragon scales thing has thrown me off a little bit, but I thought there was something else I wanted to try using. Another door, little door thing that was kind of tucked away. Oh, there it is. That's the one I wanted to use. So let's also have that over here. Oop, I have to choose OK. Maddie's hopping off to do his own stream. Okay. Good luck with your stream. And I'm also going to do something else here, by the way. You remember how I was talking earlier about the situation with the... I wanted the player to not equip both dragon scales on the same person. So what I'm going to do here is create an intro event on this blank map where, let's see, game system, equip, and I'm going to turn off the second accessory slot. I'm also going to send the player to the world map from this map. So move location to the field. Yeah, the town of town. I'm also going to have this map start off blank. Change color. That way when the screen fades in to remove the thing, remove that one option, you don't just momentarily see a monkey in a black space. So this will effectively start the player off by sending them to the world map. And just so the screen is not remaining black, we're also going to make it so that when we enter the town, it always changes the color to normal. So let's see how this looks. For some reason it didn't work, and I think I know why. We need to actually take over to the event that brings us to the world map. That is kind of important. So this is going to be a game where we immediately start off by being sent to a world map. like so. So we're starting on the world map. Welcome to the first town. I'll create a quick save real quick. And I thought I made it so that the key wasn't needed there. That's a good thing I created a quick save there. Oi. No, I guess I was so distracted by the door graphic I forgot to turn that back off. Oh well. While I'm at it though, I kind of want to give the player reason to reuse the key in order to go into the girl's house some more. So we're going to make it so that the key never breaks. It'll always be usable. Or alternatively, no, here's what I'm going to do. We will make it so the key breaks after the first use, but the door is going to remain unlocked. So that means what I'll do here is put all this information on the second page where we just check the door. And the condition for this page will be switch 3 is on, because that is the switch that is triggered at the end of the cutscene inside the house. And on the first page, we're going to just go to the second page where the door is open. We're doing it this way because it would take less memory than having the exact same code on both pages. Now then, as for the door that we are going to, we're also going to want to make sure it doesn't take us into the wrong house. That is kind of important. Shop 3, it doesn't matter the name of it. So, Shop 3 will take us here. And there's some other things I'm going to want to do with this shop as well, because it's not just going to be a shop. I might want to do a little bit more rearranging now that I think about it, because we're going in on the left side and appearing on the right. I bet there's going to be some folks who get a little bit bothered by that. So here is our shop. We don't have anything in it right now, but I am going to fill it with various objects, including some stuff that I will be placing here in this container. So, as I said, you cannot place objects on sample maps, but since you can put events on sample maps, that means that I can just go ahead and maybe put some golden shield or something in here, along with various other trinkets that we could go ahead and put into the thing. So where is a fancy pants shield? Want a really nice looking one. There we go. And gold shield will be in there. And I'll put some other stuff in there some other time. For now, let's see, do I have enough time? Yeah, I have enough time to go ahead and put a shopkeeper here. So here's how this is going to work. I'm going to create a shopkeeper who probably has traveled the land. So let's go ahead and which would be the best design for one? I say this one. And give him that color scheme. So, we got ourselves a counter right here, by the way. In modern RPG makers, primarily the PC ones, this counter, you would be able to interact with a character from across it. You just stand here, interact with the counter, and the character across the counter would get interacted with. But that is not a thing that actually happens in RPG Maker. You need to actually have an event on the counter. And this event will take over to the guy on the other side of the counter. Let's make sure it triggers when we check it. And this guy is basically going to be our shop. I need to kind of create some items to actually put in the shop, because we're not going to be selling dragon scales and that sort of thing. So we'll just leave it empty for the moment. In between streams, I'll come up with some item ideas. Maybe ask for some ideas as well. Here's a question. Anybody still in the chat? What's an item idea that you can think of? Like, what's a good name for a healing item, for example? Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and set up the exit to this place so the player can leave. I'll also reverse this. Set the windows on the left side and the doors on the right. As for this door over here, I don't know what to do with this spot. Maybe just have some random thing sticking here. Oh, I know. Where is the sparkle? Is there a silver coloring? I guess we'll go with that, and we'll kind of ghost it. And step in place. And I'm just going to have a message that says... is too dusty in there. So let's see how that looks real quick. Got the gold shield on display. It is too dusty in there. I mean, it doesn't quite look like dust. It's a little too colorful, but it'll have to do. Because we don't really want to use that entrance. As for this guy, we talk to him from here, we got a shop. Or we talk to him from here. Or bump to him, I guess. Need to fix that. We'll also need to make sure that he faces back down. So let me do that real quick. Event status. Face down. So he'll face down every time you're done shopping with him. So that is how that is going to work. And I'll come up with some ideas to place on the shelves and that sort of thing as we go along. Some fancy stuff. Yeah, I will definitely want to do a little more planning in between this stream and the next to make sure that that we're not just kind of lost trying to figure out what to put in these places. Anything else I want to do here before we close things out? Oh, I still forgot that thing that I wanted to point out in the last stream, but now that nobody's really here, aside from, let's see who's here. It's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Alright, well, I was kind of hoping that today's stream would have a few more people in it, and yeah, there were some people here at the start of the stream, and had I remembered at the start of the stream, it would have been a good time to bring it up. Basically, I got a new emote I want to show off for my Twitch channel, but not really worth showing it off just to Lit, because Lit already knows about it. So anything else I want to do? I think at this point I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. Yeah, I'll go ahead and end the stream, make some plans about what sort of items to make and what to decorate the shop with, and we'll once more make some forward progression with the plot of the game.